Collaboration. Collaboration. Let's do it together.
Good afternoon and welcome to the first edition of Political Update for the year 2025. It's glad you could make it to this year and also be part of the maiden edition for the year. As we heard from Mr. President, he requests Nigerians, governors and the National Assembly to just do one thing for him. That is collaborate with him to achieve the renewed hope agenda that he is implementing. This is Political Update and my name is Mayor Ogede. And the discussion will center on how the different levels of government and agencies will collaborate as requested or pleaded by Mr. President to achieve in this year. I have a guest that will be explaining and giving some perspective on how this can be achieved. So stay back as we go into the details of the discussion shortly. President Bola Tinubu has urged state governors to energize and encourage local government administration in their respective states to fast-track holistic grassroots development across the country. The president was addressing the governors who paid him New Year homage at his Lagos residence.
Just drive the development down there to the local government authorities. Nobody wants to take the country away from you. But collaboration, let's do it together and make sure Nigeria is better off from it. There should be no state that we go to and not able to be proud of development. There shouldn't be.
In terms of agriculture, the policy is working. We'll continue to deepen that and make sure we're not just 100% sustained in food security, but we feed the whole of West Africa. That's the target. And the security front, I say congratulations. Things are changing. It shows that the government is on the attack. Security is improving. Well done, sir. We'll continue to encourage you. And all the states also will continue to contribute to our local security architecture to make sure things fare better.
This journey of reforming Nigeria, in all aspects, you are not alone. The National Assembly is with you. We will stand by you to ensure that we don't do the same thing over and expect a different result.
We believe 2020 will be the ultimate year where every Nigerian will be proud of this administration because food, security, prosperity will increase significantly in Nigeria.
That is the promise coming from the National Assembly to Mr. President as well as the Nigerian Governors Forum. So joining me in the studio is Ekpeku Ogenye. Sorry, I always get this name not too correctly. He is the special advisor to senior special assistant to the APC national chairman on civil society and support groups. You are welcome again to Political Update.
Thank you very much.
And I must sincerely say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to
And it's
Nigeria.
a privilege to be the first guest for the year 2025.
Thank you very much.
So you saw from these clips promises from the leaders. What do you think the citizens on their part will also do to ensure that the president has that Nigerians will achieve his renewed hope agenda?
Mr. President has proven to Nigerians and indeed the world that he is capable to deliver the needed result. And from the recommendations of the Nigeria Governors Forum, the support of the Nigerian Senate, that's the National Assembly as a whole, it has already shown us that the government is in the right steps. It is also a worthy of note that within 1 year of Mr. President administration, Port Harcourt refinery is in full capacity. Warri refinery is in operation 60% capacity. Kaduna refinery is on the way. And of course, the Dangote refinery is also producing in the country. You also witness the drastic reduction of petroleum prices in the country, that on daily basis things are coming down. The citizens are also aware that Mr. President is taking up a fight to better the lot of the poor people. And that also results in the ongoing tax reform, where the poor will no longer pay tax and the rich will pay for them, just like the NHIS. So Mr. President has proven himself once again through his media chat when he discussed with Nigerians from his heart issues bordering governance, administration, security, education, and economy. And indeed, Mr. President was bold to stand with Nigerians and defend the future of our younger generations. They will see it unborn.
Okay, so what do you expect from the citizens?
The citizens have no option than to support the government because, one, Mr. President is fighting for the common man. So a man whose policies of administration is geared towards bettering the lot of the common man. So the common man has no option than to support such ideology, such administration, such initiative, and indeed pledge loyalty and support for the success, general success and well-being of the country.
Okay, I think, Director, sorry, I'm supposed to call this as my last clip, but please just give me that clip on PBAT on leadership. I think it would be so appropriate if you can just play that clip, PBAT on leadership. During that media chat, he made some statements showing that the PBAT on leadership that I think you should just give us that clip.
Development down there to the local government authorities. Nobody wants to take the control away from you. But collaboration, let's do it together.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I still have with me in the studio the SSA to the APC national chairman. He talks about collaboration, and that statement was made in respect to local government autonomy. How do you assess the performance of the governors? Do you think they have, really implementing the new local government autonomy that Nigerians really were excited about?
Yes, it is a process. The Supreme Court had indeed given a judgment in favor of local government autonomy in the country. And the Attorney General of the Federation, upon receipt of the certified true copy, will set up a committee for the implementation of the autonomy of local government. We are aware that Mr. President, against all odds, insisted that the local government system must work. And that is why, from his interaction with the Governors Forum, when the Nigeria governors paid him a homage, he made it very clear: collaborate with the local government, take development down to the local government area. And that is the only way we can talk about effective democracy. We talk about improved security. Most of our security challenges are from the local area. They are from the vulnerable young people. And once development is taken to the grassroots, to the local government, you also agree with me that most of these issues of security challenges will be addressed.
Okay, I think we should leave it at that point, but we need to at least refresh our memories of some of the events that happened in 2024 on the political front. Nigeria experienced a lot of intrigues, suspense, and controversies, from the off-cycle elections to some policies of the present administration believed to be tough but necessary by government. Timothy Yusuf reports that the internal rift within the major opposition political parties also shaped the year.
Several political events took place in Nigeria in 2024, particularly at the subnational levels. the political crisis in Rivers State cannot be glossed over.
Mama, what are you doing? We have to go in and talk. But nobody can take away our political structure. No one. You cannot walk and people begin to bring enemies. Those who fought you. When you are struggling for the person to be in office. Nobody does that.
And we just came out of a little crisis from his state. It's because of his maturity and leadership. And indeed, the intervention of Mr. President, this towering crisis appeared to be nipped in the bud.
The cabinet shake-up in Federal Executive Council, autonomy granted to the third tier of government, off-cycle governorship elections in Edo and Ondo states, governing APC winning all, to the controversy generated by the president's tax reform bills are some of the major events that shaped the year.
Following 2023 elections, we were able to have a new government that is aiming at changing the landscape, not only political landscape, but also the economic landscape, and if you like, the social landscape of Nigeria.
One of the notable achievements of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration has been the reactivation of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Company Limited refineries in Port Harcourt and Warri.
The country marked 25 years of uninterrupted civil rule on the 29th of May 2024. Many believe that it symbolizes a vital chapter in the country's democratic evolution.
Political parties, they have their own Bible, they have their Quran, which is the Constitution, which is the Manifesto. We have been talking to ourselves, and for the first time, IPAC have established a directorate for women and that of the youth.
Democratically, we can say we are doing very well. We have done very well, and it's been a very good, smooth ride.
The year 2024 also witnessed the major opposition political parties emerged in internal crisis. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, Labour Party, LP, and the New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, witnessing crises that linger.
Immediate resignation of Umar Iliyu Damagu as acting national chairman of PDP for anti-party activities and allow North Central produce the acting chairman as clearly stated in the PDP constitution.
We urge the NWC to rise to the occasion, demonstrating leadership and responsibility.
One solid year of disagreements, one solid year of turbulence. The diminishing presence of opposition voices could lead to complacency.
The year also witnessed the passing away of some prominent politicians.
I think that report will gladden you, I know, because your party APC was not mentioned among those that are having issues. Labour Party, PDP, NNPP, I think there are a lot of issues that infested those political parties, and some are still ongoing. So what advice do you have for your party so that they can still sustain the seeming peace they are still enjoying in terms of the leaders at national and state levels?
Yeah, since the appointment of His Excellency Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje as the APC national chairman, the party has witnessed relative peace. You will agree with me that the victory and successes the party achieved in recent time is attributed to the uncommon leadership of our able and capable national chairman. So today, we have a party that is firm in ensuring that the government implements the manifesto of the party. We also have a president who is a party man, who believes in party administration and supremacy. So to the leadership of my party, it is a win-win for all of us, because APC is a one united family. You could see that as a ruling party, we are supposed to be the ones struggling with crisis, but the opposition parties are the one embroiled with crisis, ups and downs. And the ruling party has been a good example to leadership and governance in the country. Okay. So to the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I want to urge you to continue to have faith on the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu And you can agree with me again that the 2024 budget is to perform concurrently up to July this year alongside the 2025 national budget. This is the first time we are having such a program in the country where you have dual performance of budget in the country.
Okay, it's a big one anyway, it's a big one. But the last time, there was a time we spoke and you prophesied about the governorship elections in Edo and Ondo. And gladly your prophecies came to pass. At least APC won the 2 states. And you have another battle, as it were, this year, that is in Anambra State. Abuja is really strong there in terms of the way it has been winning the governorship elections in the state. Do you think your prophecy of probably telling us that your party will win will come to pass this time around?
Yes, like what happened in Edo State and Ondo State, apart from being a senior member of the APC, I am also a civil society chief. So we use the civil society organizations to harness report from the various corners of the state. Then we'll be able to ascertain who is likely to emerge winner. So first is to ensure that the party elect or nominate a very accepted candidate during the primaries. And once that is done, then the general election is like a walkover. And that was what we witnessed in Ondo and Edo State. So today in Anambra State, you agree with me again that Abuja has been retaining that seat, not just because it is a regional party for the Southeast, because if it is, all the Southeastern states would have been under the governance of the Abuja. But today, it is because of developmental stride of the previous administrations that were allowing the people to elect more other governors in the plan of the Abuja. Today, the reverse is the case. The people of Anambra State are crying that they never knew that the governor would behave in this manner. Development is far away from the people. So you agree with me that about 10 kilometers of road will be aired on television. The money they spend to even advertise the commissioning of project is almost equal to the project itself. I think you will see where a borehole is being commissioned by the governor. The people are already lamenting. They are calling on the APC government. And again, let me tell you this. The achievement of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is speaking for the APC around the country. And that is why in Anambra State, we will have the first APC governor in 2025.
It's okay.
To the glory of God.
We keep it after November 5. If your prophecy, whether it will come to pass or not, we're going to replay it. And if God give us life, we'll probably invite you again.
No, the same way we pledge on Edo and Ondo State. I think you are still here to give me my reward.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, that is why you are here. That is why you are here. No silver and gold I have none, but the airtime is what I'm giving you. But let's also, a lot are also expected at the global scene politics-wise. The year 2025 has arrived, bringing with it a significant array of political activities, planned especially at the global level. In this report, Musa Babaliu examines some of these events scheduled for 2025.
Very much.
The inauguration of Donald Trump for his second term as President of the United States is said to be a significant political event with anticipated social and economic ramifications worldwide in 2025. Trump's inauguration as the 47th president is scheduled for Monday, January 20, 2025. Analysts believe that his presidency could foster a potential resolution in the Middle East and help bring an end to the conflict between Russia and Ukraine.
We'll be talking to President Putin, and we'll be talking to the representatives, Zelensky and representatives from Ukraine. We got to stop it.
In Africa, John Mahama is set to be inaugurated as the president of Ghana on January 7, 2025, also making his second term in office similar to Trump's situation in the United States.
Yes, they said he can't come, and he has come. The nation builder is back to build our Ghana for us.
The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, will be making decisions regarding Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso, as these three nations have largely rejected ECOWAS efforts to reverse their plans to exit the regional bloc. Furthermore, between January 12 and November 2025, presidential elections will be held in several African countries, including Malawi, Cameroon, the Central African Republic, Gabon, Cote d'Ivoire, and Togo, where indirect presidential election is expected to take place.
These are some major events that we are expecting in this year, beginning precisely from this month. Let's take this a word on the Mble, if I may put it that way, from Mr. President.
Like a pregnant woman, there's big expectation and big contraction and labor pain. You go through it, the baby is born, you are happy. If that baby is alive, you have the joy of birth. And that is what we are working at. It's not just because we want to inflict pain on anybody. No. It's because we share the same value. We want this country to grow. There's no other way out of it.
There is no any other way out of it. That is from Mr. President. So my guest, please, we don't have time, but if you can just in a few seconds give us your closing thoughts, we'll be glad.
Thank you very much. Mr. President has said it all. Nigeria is like a pregnant nation, waiting or expectant of a beautiful birth. And Mr. President himself has been able to distinguish himself within this short time of his administration. I urge Nigerians to continue to have faith on the administration. Yes, we are aware there is hardship in the country, but things are coming down gradually. Almost all the hardship we're talking about is hang on petroleum prices. Since the prices are coming down, I also want to appeal to the market women and the men, the traders, to also reduce the prices of foodstuff in the market, because Mr. President cannot go around the whole market to ensure that prices of food comes down. But the Nigerians who are in those markets should also complement the effort of Mr. President. We should be human enough to work with the government and ensure that what you buy for 50 naira should not be sold for 100 naira, but maybe for 60 naira or 70 at most, comparing the cost of transportation and others. So Nigerians should be able to appreciate the government when the government is doing well.
Thank you.
In as much as they are quick to criticize it when it's going astray.
Thank you very much,
Comrade
Ogunye, the Senior Special Assistant to the APC National Chairman on Civil Society and Support Groups. It's always a pleasure hosting you, because words are always, never, you don't lack words to sustain the program, and I must appreciate that. And at this point, I sincerely thank you.
Thank you very much.
And I call you again, you'll be available to come and give more insight on the governance process of the APC-led government of Nigeria. My name is Mble Ogidi. Thank you for being part of the maiden edition of Political Update for the year 2025. Hope to see you again next week, Tuesday.